Thank you. Just want to start this off by saying thank you for being here for the past 13 years. Yeah, today marks the 13th year of me making videos on YouTube. That is literally almost half my life. Like, I started making videos when I was 14, 27 now. Uh, so I've been that wouldn't that technically make me doing this longer than MatPat or like some bigger people like I think also like Jacksepticeye and like Markiplier too, just like still doing this surprisingly. But yeah, just want to do, just thank you guys for, sticking by me for, all these years. Uh, you know, with year after year, it's kind of hard to, like, kind of talk about stuff that you haven't said in previous years. So yeah, I do want to, like, do a little update, what's been going on around, with the channel, what's been going on live and all that stuff. So and also, reflect back with the year. So so I feel like last year was probably the worst year for the channel. I think I talked about this a little bit on Twitter, but yeah, man, last year was probably not bad for the channel, but just like bad for me personally, because there was just like an event during 2023 where I was just like I was sort of in a rut and like I really couldn't focus on like making videos. Like I was just like I do not feel motivated to make any videos at all. I was just unhappy like with how like the video would turn out and just that man I like I didn't want to make videos anymore, but like I kind of glad that I stuck through it. You know, like it's still hanging out like in the just the back of my mind, but like the whole thing was happening because of just a family really thing, and it's still kind of ongoing. I don't really want to get into the real details about it. I did talk about it like a little bit on Twitter, but yeah, you guys can find that there. I don't really want to like go into it that deep because again, it's still ongoing. But yeah, when that was happening, I was just like, man, I no videos, like no, or at least I was like really like forcing myself to make it, even though like I really didn't feel like I should be doing this. Like it was happening like throughout the Persona 3 portable playthroughs and into FES. It wasn't until like basically like the latter half of the year where I was just like, okay, I'm getting my energy back, get into the step of things, get into the what was it uh getting into things just like and I feel like sort of back to my normal self, but a little bit uneasy. So there's that. Um, I wanted to do like a giveaway last year, but like again with the stuff that was happening, I was just like, no, it's not really that time to do so. So hopefully this year I can try to do another giveaway. I was thinking about doing one for Reload, but things kind of unexpected happened, so I'm gonna have to like postpone that to like another giveaway, something like that. So stay tuned to the channel for on that maybe. No guarantees, no guarantees, but it might happen. Yeah. Also like within the past year, like I know I've this channel was not that well with the uploads, but sorry, my second channel, which I had for a long while, but now I'm actually using it. as my podcast channel, Cathedral Velvet, or Cave Podcast. Yeah, I've been going at this, at least the time this recording. Just did episode 24. So, yeah, glad, it's still going on. Uh, no, it's one of the easier things to do besides, just doing the Let's Play stuff. It's just every, almost like 2 episodes, maybe 3, depending on, like, the month of, just uploading onto the channel. But, now you're uploading like to more different like areas. So besides just YouTube, there's also the streaming sites like Spotify, uh, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff, and also to the Patreon of the Cave Podcast there. So it's just like okay, it's just like it's a little bit more with the uploads. So I'm not used to Patreon, despite me having one for this channel a long time ago. I didn't really like use it that well, but I'm using it more for the channel. But if you guys want to support me there, that's pretty cool. Um, yeah. I've been trying to like reach out more to like other creators. I really want to um try to collab more with more people. So far haven't really gotten much response from them. Uh, Obviously, just gonna try again to see, hey, maybe we can do, a little collab on this here, whether it be on, this channel or the podcast channel. I really like to, try to meet more people and, cause I know I've just really been doing things all by myself, but, meet more people, like, I don't really know much people within the community of gaming besides my little like close circle of friends. So I do want to expand myself a little bit more, get to know more people. This is like it's really hard for me because I'm really introverted. But hopefully things can come through. Just waiting on that one email, then that one email lead to another, and hey, I'm meeting more and more people. But but hey, nothing's guaranteed. Just gotta just get that fingers crossed. Hopefully things will happen. But yeah. Also on the channel, like starting like well, not really last year, more like the year before, but got a bit more into the Toki stuff on the channel. Did the Kamen Rider stuff. We haven't really like previously was the SMP was the SMP Gao Ranger Megazord building sets. Still have them up there up on my shelf, all of them there. Going to a little bit more of Kamen Rider. And I love my Kamen Rider. I just haven't been caught up in watching the shows, and now there's another Sentai coming out soon, which I haven't even finished watching. Uh, King Oger. So just like I don't know why, just like I really want to try to watch on my TV here, but it's kind of difficult because there's not really like much able to do there. Uh, let's make sure that is off. But yeah, really wish more Sentai was online. I know that Kamen Geats is getting a Blu-ray release, was going for like $80. Just like, ooh, that's a tad bit expensive, don't you think? But oh well, I can get caught with Geats with that. I think it's also streaming on like some other streaming sites officially now, so I can get caught up with that as well. So yeah, so not sure what else I'm gonna be getting like with camera stuff. So far no news about well, of course there's no news about what's the next camera because they're just doing Sentai now. Uh, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting any new Kamen Rider stuff. Just depends on what they have, how much it is, and also the import price and all that stuff. So there's all that too. I guess we can go into like let's plays. So currently, we're doing Reload, and you've seen the channel. They recently just announced SMT5 Vengeance, and that's coming out in June. So we got about 4 months to go. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish Reload in time for Vengeance, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. It just depends on how the game goes, and how much I'm recording and all that stuff. I know so far I am 2 recording sessions ahead of the current, of my current editing session. So there's that. I'm not sure how much. Essentially, well, much spoilers, not much spoilers, but the last session I did was we just got Fuka into the party and got the new drip. So there's that. Not sure what episode count will that be on, but you guys are gonna see in the future. So Reload's currently on. Probably Vengeance covering the new stuff in that game will most likely gonna be that Let's Play. And that'll probably lead us into Metaphor, because these are gonna be long games. But I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think, how long was SMT5 on my channel? I want to see how many episodes that was. Because I could have sworn that was like, that was 40 episodes or so? Shin Megami Tensei 5, just the episode. Yeah, that was less than 40 episodes. So, I mean, they say that it's gonna be like about, oh, it's a 80-hour game. It seems like I've been in like under about 50 hours or so. Oh well. So it'll probably be around the same length as that if I do everything right. So that probably lead us into Metaphor in fall. I do really want to get back into Danganronpa 2, because I know I left that off 2022, 2021. I do have like the last recording session that I did for that, and still not edited, but I still have that session, so I could just, okay, let me just edit that. I know what we did last, then just jump into that. Just depends on what games are coming out and all that stuff. So there's that. So yeah, and also gotta think about if there is PS5 Pro coming out this year, because there's rumors about that. I could be just like, yay, I finally have PS5 sticking to my shelf, can play some now PS5 games. And I I did actually pre-order myself Stellar Blade, because just like I want to support that game despite me not having a PS5. So I mean, if I do a Let's Play on that, that's probably gonna be the first PS5 Let's Play I do. Whew. It's either that or Kingdom Hearts whenever that comes out. But yeah, just waiting on that, that one PS5 game that'll make me go, okay, I definitely need a PS5 for that. Like I have the money saved up for that for a long time, just like, okay, just gotta wait for that opportune moment. When's it gonna be? Because they're still making PS4 games, so just like, I don't need to buy a PS5 when they still have PS4 games. So, what else here? Oh yeah, I was on making a new episode of Review Time. It was for Like a Giant Gaiden. Unfortunately, I got sick during the making of it. Like, I had a recording, but then the audio wasn't recording that time. So it was just like, oh man, I'm not gonna record again. Following day, got sick for like a while, and then what else happened? And then that essentially led into reload, basically. So just like, uh, whew, sorry about that. That little leftover from the cold. That's just like, I'm still here. But yeah, um, like I have like all my notes for guidance still in my documents. Just like I just gotta get back into recording it. So there's that. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna get into that yet. It's gonna have to be, obviously in between a recording session of Reload, so don't know, and I really want to get back into Infinite World. I stopped at playing that at like 30 hours before uh Reload came out. It's just like, man, dude, will I even have time to play? I mean, I technically do have time. I just don't want to like pull it out of like my giant shelving over there. I mean, you guys could probably, it's like, you guys can't even see it, but like, there's just giant stack there, and I could probably point out where Infinite Wealth is. So, right there, fingers, that's Gaiden. Right above that is 7, and then right there, that is Infinite Wealth. So yeah, just like I have to pull down so many games to like to like just pull it down. So I have to take out my Vita games, then I have to remove the Square Enix games, and then remove all the Persona SMT games, and then I'll have access to the RGG games. Yeah, that's how I like to like organize my games, like based off like developer slash publisher. So Square Enix, Alice, Sega, RGG. This it's a Sega RGG Alice section, and then underneath that is like the Sony Japan, then Bandai Namco, and then all the other games are over here on my shelf. I only have one section that's just like, oh hey, these are all the non-Japanese third-party games, and then it is Xseed, uh, Koei Tecmo, Way Forward, uh, NIS America, and a whole bunch of stuff there. So yeah, I just need to get another shelf to add more games to it, because that is kind of getting a bit too tall. So just gotta move things over a bit. Mm. Uh, I don't want to make this too long, so I think trying to think about what other things we should talk about. I don't really write notes about all of this, just do it from the top of my head, because I feel like that's the most like authentic way to do things. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't really done a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on the channel, mainly because I feel like there's just been so many products coming out like in just like as soon as one after another, because like I want to get like some like the booster box, and then like hey, 2 weeks after that there's like this set that I also want, and then another 2 weeks after that there's another set. Just like I kind of feel like they're just pushing out too much. That kind of makes you like, I'm gonna just save my money for a set that I really want, like with the rarity collection. That was just like the ones that are just like, okay, I really need to get my hands on that. So whenever that set arrives, it'll be up on the channel. So yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna be like the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Tins, maybe. But yeah, just gonna keep it here. Want to try to keep it under 30 minutes. So yeah, 2023 was personally a bad year for me, but hopefully 2024 will, make it better. I really hope we'll able to make it to 2,000 subscribers. I know that we're about less than 300 away from that goal, and I may have made this like a community post on this, but monetization of my channel, that is like less than 300 weight too. So any support on the channel, that would be really great. You know, I keep on saying at the end of every videos, like, subscribe, share with all your friends. That's very important. Sharing to your friends, you know, liking, commenting, that pushes out to the algorithm. Somehow, I don't know how the algorithm works, but it just does. Any of you guys' support will really help out the channel. And yeah, really hope that 2024 is the year that, you know, things will get better. I really hope so. Just fingers crossed. And hopefully that this channel will you know, get some a ramp up somehow. But in the end, I just want to say thank you guys for sticking with me for these past 13 years. Uh, yeah, I'm just like really shocked. 13 years. It's been 13 years. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Power out. Yeah.